new £10 million development which provides flats for homeless people in Birmingham has been opened.
There's been a rise in the demand for sheltered accommodation, with the number of homeless people in the city increasing by 140% since January.
But as David Chisnell reports, some hostels are struggling to remain open after having their funding from the City Council cut.
Moving into her new flat, 20-year-old Dila Isaira left her family after having problems at home. After 6 weeks living in a hostel, she's now one of the first people to benefit from the new £10 million apartment block built specifically for the homeless.
It's basically just wow. Everything that is within these flats, they are accommodated for us, for young people who need help, who are quite determined to go find life.
The new YMCA development in Erdington has taken 5 years to build and replaces the previously old and run-down centre. The number of apartments available has almost doubled to 83, and the aim is to help more young homeless people aged between 16 and 25 turn their lives around.
These aren't just for anyone. This is for people who are really committed to going into education, training or employment. It's somewhere where people will stay for a couple of years before moving on to a flat of their own, having shown that they're really committed to moving on in their lives.
Well, there's already a big waiting list for people trying to get into these new flats. With the recent cutbacks and after the recession, the number of people homeless in Birmingham has risen by a massive 140% since January alone. But while sites like this are opening, other centres helping the homeless are battling closure. St Anne's Hostel in the city has been left struggling to operate after the City Council cut its grant from the Supportive People Fund for around £400,000. It's meant a quarter of its staff have had to be let go.
Well, we were gutted because we believe we were providing a reasonably good service. We're turning about 3 or 4 a day away. It's not good because we know that there are people out there that prey on the vulnerable and the weak. And it's not nice to be turning people away.
Birmingham City Council says through the Supportive People Fund it spends almost £52 million a year on housing-related support for some of the most vulnerable people, including the homeless. But with the number of those living on the streets in the city rising, many believe even more needs to be done. David Chisnell in Birmingham for Central Tonight.